I'm Max Goldberg from Living Maxwell, and I'm here with my friend Jennifer again. And Jennifer, what is it that you wanted to talk to me about this week?
Well, I've been seeing a lot of raw food restaurants and then raw food products in my grocery store. And I'm not really sure what it is.
Well, raw food is food that it's organic, vegan food, so no meat, no dairy, and nothing is cooked above 118 degrees. Now, the theory behind raw food is that when you cook food, you kill the enzymes, minerals, and nutrients. So that's the whole thing with this raw food diet, is that nothing gets cooked, so you retain the minerals, nutrients, and enzymes, and that's what it is.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Now, are you raw?
I do eat raw food, and I also do eat cooked food. So I will eat both.
Should anyone consume an 100% raw food diet?
Well, if you speak to the raw food people, they believe 100% that everyone should be eating raw food. So it really depends on who you speak to. My feeling is I don't like to tell anyone what they should or shouldn't be eating. What I believe is that people should do their homework and read and learn about these different foods and different diets and incorporate them and see what works for them. This book I brought today is a book written by Gabriel Cousens. He's an MD, he's a doctor, a medical doctor. He wrote a book called Conscious Eating. Now, Gabriel Cousens is probably the most well-known figure in the raw food community, and he has a retreat center in Arizona called Tree of Life. At Tree of Life, he has this program where he's reversing diabetes in 30 days by putting these people on a raw food diet. It totally transforms their life. So there's a lot to be said for the raw food diet. What I really believe is, people should learn and learn about raw food and make a decision for them about what works for them. Now, when I go into a supermarket, there are products that are raw and there are cooks. For example, I buy cacao powder. So when I buy cacao powder, there's an option of buying it gelatinized or buying it raw. I'll have a tendency, if it's the exact same product, I'll say, okay, I'm going to buy the raw product. But I am not 100% raw, but I do certainly eat it. And when you go to these raw food restaurants, one of the good things about raw food at these restaurants is they do not use dairy and they do not use sugar, and so the desserts that they make are really fantastic because they're sweetening it with agave, with date butter, things like that. So when you go to these raw food restaurants, the desserts taste exactly the same. They're just as good as with the dairy and the sugar. So they really do some amazing things with the food.
Okay, you sold me. I'm going to check it out.
Well,
I'm going to check it out.
Oh, good. This is Max Goldberg from Living Maxwell. Just remember to buy well, eat well, and most importantly, live well. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.